I think the most important thing about the VLT is the fact that it gives a platform for people who are interested in the performing arts. And by the same token, it affords the community of wonderful venue to come and see these people performing. And I would hope that the Very Little Theater would be going very strong in another 100 years. So that's one of the reasons that we feel compelled to support it and keep it going.
And I'm fascinated every time I come here to look at the Rogues Gallery, these galleries of pictures of people who have acted in years past, because they represent so much of Eugene. The people, the shakers and movers in Eugene, the dramatists, I've known a number of them.
Professional people and people that we knew from our time in high school here, and grade school and high school here in Eugene. Well, we've been season ticket holders for many years, and so we've seen lots of productions and enjoyed them all, and we appreciate the professionalism of this small theater. I think they do a wonderful job with their productions, and we like the variety of choices of plays that they produce, and it's just been interesting for us coming back to Eugene after being away for such a long time to pick up where we left off in our history in this city.
And finally, we're happy to support the theater financially, because so many of these entities in Eugene need the support, and we hope that the community at large supports these organizations, because it's vitally important.
We hope that there will be a lot of support for the auction and to raise some needed funds to continue the restoration or the remodeling of the theater, and hope that everyone has a good time and enjoys themselves. The other thing that would be important to talk about is that hopefully before too long we will all be back together in the theater live and continue with the wonderful performances that we've seen in the past. And this is such an important project to rebuild this lovely theater.
Good evening. Welcome, one and all, to Raise the Roof, very special event here at the Very Little Theater. My name is Russell Dyball. I'm going to be one of your hosts for the evening. And I can't tell you what a privilege it is to be coming to you live in Eugene, Oregon, from the Very Little Theater. It is a very special night, and in more ways than one, not just for this event. And if you will allow me, indulge me rather, a moment to address the elephant in the room. 1 year ago, to this day, Very Little Theater had to make the difficult step, which obviously theaters and businesses and lives around the world had to deal with, to shut our doors. And it was particularly heartbreaking because during that time we had two shows deep into production. We had our stage left production of Cat Lady, cut off deep into rehearsals, and of course our production of Little Women the Musical was closed just hours before its opening. And but here's the thing. During that time, our doors were closed, but that doesn't mean that VLT didn't keep going. We have used this opportunity to reflect on the past, trying to ground ourselves and engage with the present, and to build for the future. And if I could offer just one thing to all of you right now, please let tonight be a celebration of that, of all that we've done over the past year, us, you, artists around the world. And let's not make this commemoration of some dark anniversary. So everybody at home, everyone listening to me right now, just repeat after me. Let's have fun. Amen. All right. I would now like to introduce my co-host for the evening, the woman of the hour, her tower of power, too sweet to be sour, the Velma Dinkley to my Scrappy Doo. Please welcome our development and marketing coordinator, Jessica Ruth, the Truth Baker.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. Thanks for that introduction, Russell.
I'm there for you.
So glad that you've joined us this evening. We are in for such a treat tonight. We have been working so hard to bring performances to you, as well as some opportunities to see the inside of our theater as it is right now. We also want to make sure that you remember we've got that silent auction still running. There's some amazing pieces in there.
Absolutely.
And don't forget to buy your raffle tickets as well. It's a great opportunity for us to be able to support the theater and help make this move forward.
Now, we suspect a lot of you out there are probably very familiar with Very Little Theater, but for some of you who might not be, here's a very, very brief history. Don't worry, there will not be a quiz afterwards. VLT was started in Eugene, Oregon in 1929 by a small but intrepid band of people who just simply loved the arts and loved the joy that live theater can bring. For the first several years of its lifespan, it moved from place to place until in 1950, it found its permanent home here in this location that we're in now. And we've been here for the remaining 71 years.
71 years?
71 years.
Since 1950? Oh my gosh.
I was there.
But we actually found recently a photo of that building being built. Look at that. In 1950, they were building those incredible, iconic arches that we still see in our house today. I can't believe it.
It's wonderful. It's like it's barely changed. It has aged better than I have.
It's really amazing to be able to see the bones of this theater in this building here. And now we are rebuilding with those bones here on this land.
Now, also in recent times, we have had the benefit here at VLT about expanding our outreach through Minority Voices Theater and Readers Theater Players, really addressing the theatrical needs of audiences that might sometimes go underserved. But I'll tell you what, Jessica, we're talking like 90 some years, we're talking 71 years, we're talking 1 year. What's past is prologue. Let's talk about tonight. Why are we here tonight?
Well, we're here tonight because we are building for the future. We are kicking off our remodel to bring this theater into the 21st century, to be able to make it more comfortable, more easy to use, more accessible to our audiences, actors, and technicians, and to make this the best theater that we can. So we are here tonight to fill that thermometer at the top of your webpage. We are raising, our goal tonight is
20,000?
20,000. What that means is we had an incredible, generous, anonymous donor who said that they would give us $10,000 if we could raise $10,000. It's called a match. We are so excited that we are so close to that $10,000. So we put that $10,000 that they offered us at the front of the thermometer because we knew we were going to make it.
We knew we were going to make it.
We knew that we were going to hit that 20,000 tonight. So it's all thanks to folks like you that we are able to fill that thermometer.
Fill it up. Don't make liars out of us, okay? We want every bit of that thermometer filled up. Now, in addition to just regular donations, we do have some other ways that people can support VLT at this time.
Right, like I said, we've got a silent auction running. If you scroll down, you're able to see the offerings in the silent auction. We had volunteers take the cedar paneling that we removed from our lobby, that beautiful cedar paneling that you see when you walk through the doors, and they have made some incredible pieces with it. First thing that someone made, Tim Tendick made this beautiful jewelry box out of the cedar. You can see it's felt lined on the inside, and it's just a really gorgeous piece. So this has already gotten some incredible bids in the auction.
Here's another wonderful piece right here. Nice little thing that you can hang inside the door, put your mail, hang us up some coats. And hey, if the Roman legions start attacking, it works as a handy shield against fire arrows.
We also have a set of beautiful benches being auctioned off individually. Omar Nelson put these together out of, once again, that cedar. These are beautiful benches that would fit in an entryway, in a hallway, in your outdoor space. These are going with a ton of bids, really incredible work happening here.
Something else I think you're gonna like, look at this gorgeous wall hanging, beautiful silhouette of course, the state of Oregon. For any of you who might happen to be watching us from out of state, this is an actual size map.
Here we have a birdhouse made from pieces of cedar, as well as some interesting highlights on the top and back here. This birdhouse has been hot, really hot. We have seen the auction bids go up and up and up, and I think we all know why, because this is a beautiful piece.
We also have some just very simple wood burned items here, some with some very theatrically tied things. Like we all know this one, right? To be or line. Out damn spot.
Another of our smaller lots, we have this shelf memento. Plaque says, a piece of the very little theater, established 1929, renovated 2021. We are auctioning this shelf memento with keychains made from the seat tags of the former seats that we had in our house. This one has the best seats in the house, F11 and 12.
I happen to love this. Look at this beautiful frame made from those cedar boards with a picture of the VLT in it. You don't have to keep a picture of the VLT in it. We won't tell anyone. But the great thing about it is, if you think about it, here is the wood from the VLT inside the picture. If you looked deep, deep within it, you'd see the wood from the VLT. It's just cedar wood all the way down, folks. It's an infinite amount of cedar wood.
Well, those are just a few of the pieces that we have in this incredible auction tonight. Russell, I'm so excited to see people take home a piece of this place that we love so much.
I know I've got my bids in.
Oh yeah, no, me too.
Well, now, the VLT, obviously, in addition to selling wood products, we also do theater. And we'd like to take you back just a couple of years from now with a video from our archives. This would be from Midsummer, the musical, which was an original work written and directed by Scott Fraser Maskiel. This number is entitled The Men, and it's performed by Courtney Grant and India Potter, and I hope you enjoy.
I didn't. I went to sleep and then Xander, then Danny. Oh, is this what it's like? Well, what it's like when you're pretty. Ella, you're pretty, hun. It's them. Why do they make promises that they ain't gonna keep? They give you a taste of it
All right. Hey, thank you very, very much. We are back. Hey, Jessica, what did you think of that performance?
Oh my gosh, I loved Midsummer Musical. I actually saw it when it played. And The Men was one of my favorite songs in that show. I just thought that they did an excellent job.
Hey, I happen to notice you are sitting in some really, really nice seats.
Yes, I am. These are very comfortable, brand new seats that we will have in our house. So you can see here, they are comfortable, as I said, nice wide seats. They're gonna be gorgeous, folks. And you know what we have with these seats is the opportunity for you to put your name on one of these seats in our house. Now, we've been offering folks this opportunity to sponsor a seat for $1,500 each, which is really a great price for these seats because they don't come cheap. But especially for tonight, we are offering one of these seats to put your name on it through the raffle. So all you need to do is buy a raffle ticket. You buy one for $50, three for $75, and it's a great opportunity to get a bargain on one of these seats. I know a lot of people who would love to get the opportunity to immortalize themselves in our house. Now, remember, with the system that we have set up, when you click raffle ticket, you also have to click check out in the upper right-hand corner, or else it's not going to go through. So if you want to buy a raffle ticket right now, I highly recommend clicking that, click check out, and you'll be all set. I am so excited to find out who is going to win one of the seats in our house.
Hey, I believe that you have some information about a donation that's maybe just hit the old station.
Oh my gosh, yes. So Dimitri and Claudia Leontos have donated $2,000 to our fund, and they want to challenge you, their friends, family, and community to match that $2,000. Now, we're about to take a tour of the theater. We're going to show off what we've done here. And I want to challenge you, Dimitri and Claudia Leontos want to challenge you to raise that $2,000 to match what they've just donated. Russell, do you think that the folks at home could do that?
Do you think they can do it by the time we come back here?
Are we going to be sprinting?
No.
So let's take a tour of the theater.
Let's.
As you can see, we're in our house right now. It's a little empty. It looks a little different than the last time you've seen it. But eventually, once we finish the renovation, we'll be able to get those brand new, beautiful seats in here and welcome you back in person. Heading through to stage left, as many of us have made this walk at the end of the show, you can see that stage left has become a bit of our storage space, which is what happens when you're going through a renovation. Theaters tend to accumulate a lot of stuff.
Wow, there is a lot of history in here, but we're not selling this stuff like the theater, right?
No, not yet. No, this is all the stuff that we have accumulated over the years that, you never know what you're going to need for a set or a costume or a prop.
Perhaps some of the people in our audience might recognize some of these items as something that they themselves have used in a show.
Or even built. Now we're taking you backstage. For some of you in the audience, you may never have been back here. So now you're getting a sneak peek into what it's like to work at the VLT. We head through here to the green room and the dressing rooms. Well, this area hasn't changed much either. And if you have been in a show or worked on a show, it's pretty familiar. But once again, we've got to use all the space so we have used some of it for storage. It will be returned to its former state we finish the renovation.
And you can see right behind Jessica there is our fabulous library of plays.
I love this library. There have been many times when I've been sitting backstage for rehearsal or another event, and I just take some time to browse these works because we have such an incredible library here, and it's all thanks to folks who have donated the pieces, brought in books from home to really make our library the best that it can be.
All right.
Moving on to the stage. If you are an actor who has worked here before or someone who's worked on the preview, know that move from the green room to the stage itself. Russell, are you starting to get that stage fright, that feeling that you've just walked on stage?
Oh, I've had it for the last 20 minutes, Jessica.
The stage has changed a lot. The house has changed a lot. You can see that the lobby has changed. We've also removed everything from the top of the house in the upper areas, all of the rigging, where the lights would go, things like that, because we're going to get a brand new set of electric pipes and things like that, very technical theater things that'll be up there. You'll also notice that our curtain is gone. We have removed it for safekeeping. That big, beautiful burgundy curtain will make sure that it is safe for the future. Back here is our scene shop. If you're familiar with that stage, you might notice we're missing something here. This was where our props storage was. So we had a ton of history up there. That's all been moved out. We will be expanding this area into a much more modern scene shop where we'll be able to work on sets and have rehearsals at the same time, which previously we didn't have that opportunity. And we find ourselves back in the house. Now, all of these arches are going to remain because they are such staples of the VLT brand and what we think of when we think of VLT. But we'll be expanding the house. So we'll move the stage back 8 feet that way to make more room for those gorgeous seats that we'll have. And here we are. Back at these seats. I can't stop sitting in them. They're so comfortable. I'm so ready for them to come in.
Oh my gosh, so who's been doing all this work?
An incredible group of volunteers have been coming in and working tirelessly for hours at a time. This group includes Tim Tendick, Brian Lightheart, Rich and Karen Sheeland, Omar Nelson, Chris Pinto, as well as Paul Roden, Martha Greeny. We also have John White, Chris and Susanna Hansen. Dick Schrum has come in and Brendan Steele have come in a lot. So we are so thankful to all of those folks and anyone else who has come in to help out because this theater cannot run without the amazing work of volunteers.
Absolutely, Jessica. And you know what? The thing about volunteers is that we have so many of them, not just that list, but just wonderful people from all walks of life. And some of them have done us the privilege of sending us a little video message explaining why they love VLT.
That's right. We got the opportunity to hear from a ton of different people, volunteers, board members, actors, etc. And we're so excited to share that video with you now. Enjoy.
Hello. I love Very Little Theatre because it's embracing, challenging, as well as being a venue for all the people who have a passion for theatre, whether it's on or off stage, or as an audience member. Plus, Very Little Theatre has been a part of my life for the past 52 years.
I love VLT because, well, it does live theatre, and I'm a firm believer in the ability of live theatre to bring people together. And also because of all the friends I've made.
I love VLT because of all the truly amazing people I get to work with.
One of the things I love about VLT is its long and rich history of storytelling in our community for the past 92 years. So here's to another 92 plus years of wonderful storytelling.
I love VLT because they are a community theater in the best sense of the word. They were the first theater to welcome me into the community here into Eugene. So I really, really appreciate that and have enjoyed every moment I've been on stage there and everything I've done there. And they even help out other community productions like with my company Pegasus Playhouse. So love VLT.
I love the VLT because anyone who wants the experience of creating live theater can do it at the Very Little Theater. Experience or none, there's a place for everyone.
I've been at the theater for over 30 years, and I am looking forward to being able to use our new facilities.
I love VLT because last season I got to act in It Can't Happen Here. And when the shutdown hit, I was just about to hold auditions and cast the Ladies of the Camellias.
I love the VLT for all the great opportunities to learn and work in theater on and off the stage. For me, it's been 3 decades of knowing and working with talented, super people.
I love Very Little Theater because it's a creative community of amazing people.
I am grateful for Very Little Theater for being here and giving me an opportunity to tread the boards and be on the board.
I love VLT because of the shared memories and friendships that come from working together. I've been doing it here since 1973.
I love the VLT because it has been a home to me. Some of the best times of my life I've had there.
I love the VLT because it's given me an opportunity to grow as a performer and gave me an opportunity to direct my first full production, which will be the first show opening back up after the pandemic. So thank you, VLT, for sticking with me and having faith in me and for so many great connections.
I love the VLT because it gives me a place to go to out of my house where I can meet and talk with and be with some of the nicest people in town.
I love the VLT because it was the first theater I started at 17. But not only that, I love the VLT because it is truly part of the community. I don't know any other theater around here where you can, 1, become a member, and 2, do anything from backstage and on, but also help create change in our community through theater. Thank you.
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 Thank you for supporting Very Little Theater.
My gosh, it was wonderful to see all of those faces.
That was amazing.
Absolutely. And we just want to say to all of those people, whether you were in that video or whether you're just watching right now, VLT loves you too. I know that we right now love all of you. Right?
It's true. No. And you know what? We feel that love. We have blown our goal out. We are now above 20,000 tonight. Thank you so much to everyone who has donated tonight. And you know what? We're going to challenge ourselves just a little bit more.
What?
I want to get to 25,000 by the end of the night. I think that we could do it. I think that everybody feels so excited to help support VLT.
I don't even necessarily feel, I dare you to do it.
So what we're going to do to help support VLT is we're going to move into a paddle race, a virtual paddle race. Now, if you've never done one of these before, we're going to walk you through this. At the bottom of your screen, just about here, you will see a button that shows give and the amount that we are at in the paddle race. All you have to do is hold that button down with your mouse, or if you're on a touchpad with your finger, for the count of 3, release, and it will pop up and say, congratulations, you've donated. It will give you a chance to put up an emoji, and we will all be so excited to see your support. So let's start this paddle race. We're going to start at $1,000. Who can share with us $1,000? We are looking for someone to donate $1,000 to our campaign in this paddle race. We're so excited to get this support from all of you to be able to have, oh my goodness, thank you so much, Chris Hansen, Tim Tendick. Chris Hansen and Susanna Hansen were ones we mentioned before who helped with the demolition in the VLT. They have been absolutely incredible. Tim Tendick has led the charge. He and Paula have been a part of VLT for a very, very long time, and it's been great to have them here. Tim, of course, also is our board treasurer. He's the man in charge of the money, and we're so glad to have their support. I would love to see if there's anyone else who can join us at that $1,000 level to make sure that we are as successful as possible in this. We are so excited to see all of your support, the fact that we all care about VLT and that we are excited to move into the future. So let's move to $500. We are looking for someone to donate $500. Can you raise your paddle at $500? That means that you are able to support the VLT with your money. That means that we are moving towards the future of VLT. And thank you so much. We see there, Tom McCain, Brett French, thank you so much for donating. We are so excited for everyone who has donated at this $500 level. It's so great to see the support for VLT coming through, making sure that we are blowing this goal out of the water. Like I said, $25,000, I think that that's very reasonable. I think that's something that we will absolutely be able to reach at that $500 level. It's just amazing to be able to see how much support there is. Richard and Karen Sheeland, thank you so much for your support. Karen is our board president. Rich is a former board president and the head of our campaign steering committee for the building fund. They have been involved in VLT for such a long time. Thank you so much for everyone donating at $500. We are going to move forward to $250. Who can support us at $250? Robin, thank you so much for your donation. Robin, you have been such a wonderful part of VLT, and we are so glad to have you as a part of us here. And I see your thumbs up emoji as well. We are so excited. Anyone else who is able to support us at the $250 level, making sure that we are able to move forward into the future, to bring this space into the 21st century and make it more accessible, more comfortable, easy to use, and just a wonderful place to live and work, which I love about the VLT, that there are so many of us who are going to dedicate our time and energy to making this place an amazing place. And we are just so thankful for everyone who has been able to support us at all these levels. Let's move to $100. Can you give $100 and support us in this cause? We are so excited to see how much support there is for VLT in the community. Thank you, Carrie, for raising your paddle. Carrie and David Welch, we're so glad to have you. Carrie has been a phenomenal force for change in VLT. She has brought so much knowledge and so much experience and works so hard. Mary Baker, that's my mom. Guys, I'm so happy that my family is watching. I appreciate them deeply. Rob Zacco, Carol Dennis, thank you so much for bringing Minority Voices Theater to us, Carol. It is wonderful to have you. And Jay Mosley as well.
Adrian West.
Oh yes, and Adrian as well. Thank you so much, Adrian. You have given so much to the theater. I appreciate every time we've been able to work together. You're just the best. I love everyone who has been supporting us at this level. We have moved forward into our next challenge and just been able to jump into the future. Let's go to $50. Who can raise their paddle at $50? I'm gonna go raise my paddle at $50.
I have no idea why I'm not talking. I was wearing the mask, but come on, 50 bucks right there. Come on, I couldn't handle the big numbers. I don't know those numbers. $50, come on, somebody.
Oh my gosh, Martha Graney, thank you so much. You worked so hard for the VLT and we appreciate your support. I saw Dave Smith, Judy Wenger. Thank you, Judy. You have given so much to the VLT as well. You are serving on our board in our committees as well. You have done so much for us. Jane King, you are so thankful. And Lynn Woodridge, thank you so much. It is amazing to have this kind of support from our community for this theater that we love so much. It's an incredible thing to see everybody coming together and helping us move into the future. Really, really amazing. And we're just so excited to make sure that we are going to be successful with this new goal that we have of $25,000 that we can raise tonight. We are making that happen right now. You are making that happen right now. Thank you so much for your donations. We're gonna move to the last level, This is your last chance to show your support. We're moving to $25. Who can give us $25? That is everything to us. We are so glad to have the kind of support that you are giving to us at this level. Thank you. Thank you, Diana Bray. Thank you so much for your support. It is amazing to have even every gift is so important to have. And we are so thankful that we were able to move through this and get all of this support from everyone in our community, everyone who is watching from home. It's really amazing to see how much love there is. Kelly Oristano, thank you so much. You are such a wonderful actor to have on our stage. We are so thankful to have you in our community and in our family. It's great to have you watching tonight. Thank you so much. It is so incredible to see the amount of support that we have out there. And Marlena, thank you so much. Marlena is on our board and she has given to the VLT of her time and energy for a very long time. I know that you joined the VLT at a very young age, and we are just so glad that you have continued to serve with us here at the VLT and give us your love and time. It's great to see you. Adam Leonard, thank you so much. Adam, we are working together right now on a virtual show. It's so great to have you as a part of the VLT community, and you are such an incredible actor to have with us. That is amazing. We're going to be wrapping up this here. Eliza, thank you so much for that donation. Yes, you're amazing. Love that heart emoji. Yes, it's so great to have you in the community. Thank you so much. We're going to be wrapping up this paddle raise now, and that is just an incredible thing to see the support and love that this community has.
My goodness, that was the craziest, wackiest episode of Romper Room I have ever seen. Now, I think Jessica is going to be doing some final tallies there. Hey, I recommend get your tickets in for that raffle, right?
Absolutely. So we're going to be drawing the raffle in just a couple of minutes. So make sure that you choose that raffle ticket, click checkout to make sure that that gets into our raffle bucket, because I don't want you to miss out on the opportunity to get one of these beautiful seats with your name on it.
All right. Well, in addition to all of the renovations that we've been doing here, VLT has also tried to stay active while creating theater. As some of you may or may not know, there's been a movement to do virtual theater, digital performance. Some call it Zoom theater. And VLT is no different. Since July of 2020, we started the Virtual Little Theater, which offered an incredible opportunity for local directors, actors, and writers to still practice their craft, still engage with their community, with each other in creating art. It may not be exactly like we know when we're all here and all together, but it's still art. And it's so wonderful to see the passion behind that. We've been able to continue the mission of Minority Voices Theater and Readers Theater Players. We were also able to have the premiere reading of an original work, This Is a River, which literally had an international cast members from all over the world. We have so many things. You can find them all on the VLT YouTube channel, and there's more to come. And at this point, to give you a little sampling of one of them, this is a piece that's very near and dear to my heart, in that I had the honor of directing and adapting this piece. This will be a clip from Beneath the Floorboards Within the Walls, which is an adaptation of two classic short stories, Poe's The Telltale Heart and Charlotte Perkins Gilman's The Yellow Wallpaper. I have to say, the two performers in this, Carrie Welch and Blake Beardsley, two of my favorite actors in this town, and I hope they're your favorites too. And the work that they do in this, and it's a 50-minute piece, you're not getting all of it tonight, you've got to watch it all on YouTube. But I will put their work in the show with anything that you have seen in traditional theater in the last 5 years. And that's not me waxing my own car, that's me admiring my fellow artists. And so please, if you haven't watched it in full yet, I hope this little sample will inspire you to watch it and all the other virtual little theater content, because there's been over 70 artists over the past 9 or 10 months who have engaged with this art form. And that loop isn't there. We don't get reviews. We don't get the applause. But all we see are the little view counts on YouTube. And so if you can be one of those and just boost that little number, maybe we can make you laugh. Maybe we can make you cry. Maybe we can just give you a little bit of entertainment. But all of that said, I am babbling. let's just go to that clip right now. Thank you so much.
Enjoy.
It is so hard to talk to John about my case because he is so wise and he loves me so. But I tried it last night. John was asleep and I hated to wake him. So I got up softly and went to see and feel if that pattern really did move. And when I came back, John was awake. "What is it, little girl?" he said. "Don't go walking about like that. You'll get cold." I thought it was a good time to talk. So I asked him if he would take me away from here. "Bless her heart," said he with a big hug. "She shall be as sick as she pleases. But really, dear, it's only 3 more weeks until our lease is up, and then we will take a nice little trip of a few days while Jenny is getting the house ready. Really, dear, you are better." "Better in body, perhaps," I began, and stopped short. For John sat up straight and looked at me with such a stern and reproachful look that I could not say another word. "My darling," said he, "for my sake and for our child's sake, as well as for your own, you should never for one instant let that idea enter into your mind. There is nothing so dangerous to a temperament like yours. It is a false and foolish fancy. Can you not trust me as a physician when I tell you so?" So I didn't say another word, and we went to sleep. He thought I was asleep first, but I wasn't. I lay there for hours, trying to figure out if that front pattern and the back pattern really did move together or separately. And I saw the faint figure as she appeared to pull back the pattern as if she wanted to get out.
And now, at the dead hour of the night, amid the dreadful silence of that old house, so strange a noise as this excited me to uncontrollable terror. Yet, for some minutes more, I refrained and stood still. But the beating grew louder, louder. I thought the woman's heart must burst, and now a new anxiety seized me. The sound would be heard by a neighbor. The old woman's hour had come. With a yell, I threw open the lantern and leapt into the room. She shrieked once only. In an instant, I dragged her to the floor and pulled the heavy bed over her. I smiled to see the deed done. But for many minutes the heart beat on with a muffled sound. This, however, did not vex me. It would not be heard through the walls. At length it ceased. The old woman was dead. I removed the bed and examined the corpse. Yes, she was stone dead. I placed my hand upon her heart for many minutes. There was no pulsation. She was stone dead. Her eye would bother me no more.
Folks, here we are. The past, present, and future all coming together right now. Up on our stage, we have some cast members from Little Women and Cat Lady.
These are the two shows that we will open when we come back in person safely. Russell's also sharing with us, we've FaceTimed in Artemisia, who was in Little Women and is now in Vermont. We're so glad that we can bring her in through the power of technology.
Give us a wave, Artemisia. Hey, she's so good at socially distancing, she's in Vermont.
But it's so great to know that we have these shows on deck for when we can safely gather in person once again. It's really an incredible thing that we've been able to work in the virtual space, knowing that the in-person space, that physical space will be for us when we come back. It's waiting for us.
And make no mistake, it will come back.
Yes.
And VLT will be ready.
That's right.
Any more, Goff? When VLT is ready, are you going to be ready?
Oh, totally. I'm going to be here. Ready to
How about you sing me a yes?
Yes.
Great French. When VLT is ready, are you going to be ready?
Oh, you bet.
Excuse me. Yes! All right. Cora Carpenter and little Oliver. There's a baby. When VLT is ready, are you going to be ready?
Yes.
All right. Everybody all together now. When VLT is ready, are you going to be ready?
Oh, yes. Yes.
One more time.
Yes. 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 Yes.
The only question is, folks, are you going to be ready?
I am going to take the absolute success that we had tonight as a resounding yes. That our audiences, our community, our patrons are beyond ready for us to come back in person, share this beautiful building once we've remodeled it, and make sure that we are going to continue to make the incredible theater that we've been making for 92 years, another 92 years in the future. I think that that's what our patrons and community have told us tonight.
That's all very well and good, Jessica. But I think the folks at home, and certainly I, want to know, what's the total?
Well, first we're going to make sure that we check our raffle.
Oh, fine.
Yes, so we have had so many people buy raffle tickets. We're so glad, thank you so much. And we're so excited to share with you who has won a seat with their name on it in our house. And the winner is...
That's right.
Technology. It's Kelly Curtis! Yeah! Kelly Curtis! Kelly Curtis! She's actually here right now. We are so thrilled to have you as the winner. This is incredible. Thank you so much to everyone who took a chance on that raffle and made sure that they helped support the theater. So, that number.
That number.
That number. So we are currently in the thermometer, we see $27,800.
Mm-hmm.
We have sold $1,150 worth of raffle tickets.
Mm-hmm.
The auction right now is at an astounding $3,000.
Get out of town.
I know. So that total is $31,950. But wait! We just heard from an incredible, generous donor who believes in the VLT, loves VLT, and wants to make sure that we are successful, has given us $7,000. So our total tonight is $38,950, and that's not going to stop. That can continue going up with you, with your support. Thank you so much. That's an incredible number that we are bringing together. Now, don't forget, the auction is still going to keep going through Monday at noon. So you might still get outbid on that beautiful birdhouse or that picture frame or those wind chimes. Keep an eye on that auction because it might go south on you. Keep bidding, keep watching. Any parting words?
Hey, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Stay safe, stay brave, stay strong, stay you. And guess what? We're going to see you at the theater.
Don't forget to change your clocks tomorrow, daylight savings time. We are so glad that we had you join us tonight. This has been an incredible evening. Stay safe, stay well. Thank you, Russell.
Thank you,
to
Jessica.
Carrie. Thank you to Tim Rogers, who was our stage manager. Carrie Welch has been doing everything back behind the scenes. Thank you to our casts here who were able to join us in person. Thank you to Callie Cardis for her support tonight. Thank you to everyone who has made this possible. This was an incredible evening, and we are so thrilled that you were able to join us here. Thank you, and good night.